Hi everyone, thank you for joining me again for another tech video. Today I want to bring to you a little bit of a lesson on cloud storage. I've had a lot of questions regarding what cloud storage is and what is the benefit of using it, and I hope to answer some of those questions for our patrons today. This is all thanks to the Salem, Ohio Public Library for bringing these free services to the public. So really the definition of cloud storage can seem a little bit confusing when we start throwing in words like cloud computing, in-time capacity, infrastructure. That can sort of throw off the overall just basic meaning of what cloud storage really is. So I wanted to simplify it a little bit today and explain it just as a model that stores data on the internet through a provider who manages and operates data storage as a service. That truly is the basic layout of cloud storage. Furthermore, it is an on demand service and it eliminates buying and managing your own data storage. This gives you a little bit more flexibility and durability for your data access. There are several types of cloud services, but for today's video, we're only going to worry about storage as a service. Now, there is an acronym for cloud. Cloud is the acronym for these 5 explanations. So the C, of course, is just your basic computer or device. Login is just you need a little bit of personal information to get to that point, such as your email, a good password, and probably just your first and last name. Now, I am going to go a little bit more into detail for this off-site one. Okay, so off-site is just what it sounds like. It really does just mean that you're getting the benefit of cloud storage from a more broad spectrum versus getting it just on your device. So the benefits of it is, of course, it saves storage space on your device. However, there are potential security threats, as with anything that's online related. A true benefit of cloud storage is that it improves disaster recovery. Now, I don't know about you all, but I know that when I was in college, I once had an issue where I had a final due and I'd worked really hard on it and my computer crashed and I did not save it. So it was certainly a rough time in my life at the moment because I wasn't sure if I was going to make the new deadline or not. And it really put a lot of stress on me. So I definitely am all for the benefits of the cloud storage. The only drawback to that is that it does require an internet connection. But with today, we have a lot of our phones have hotspots, and there's a lot of public places that you can go to get connected to the internet if you happen to lose it within your residence. Also, it increases collaboration. So it really sets it up nicely so that other people can work on a project at the same time without you having to save a document and then emailing the document, and the person has to open the document and then they do their thing to it and then they save it and they send it back. With a lot of the cloud storage services, everybody can have access if you choose to. They can all have access to the same document and then just upload it as it goes as they enter in new information. One of the drawbacks of that is just the terms of agreement. Really, what this means is that some services offer more gigabytes of space than others, and it really just means that you're sort of, connected to whatever they choose to offer. So if they go from having 2 gigabytes of free storage and then down to 1 gigabyte of free storage, there really isn't much you can do about it. So why should we use cloud computing, especially if we are running a business or if we work for a company that really has a lot of different employees? The main reason is that if you do something on premise, there really is a lot less scalability. You got a large space for servers. And I remember working for a company that had a large walk-in area that was specifically designated just for servers. Also, they need to appoint someone to work on the hardware and the software maintenance of it. And sometimes there's like a lack of data security because you do have a lot of people who are accessing it that is without or outside of the actual work building that you're working in. There is also less chance of data recovery. So when looking at cloud computing, it is something that you sort of, if you use more, you pay more, but if you use less, you pay less. Also, there's no space required. There are no experts required for hardware and software because if you think of people like Google, they pay a lot of money to have really good security. It's also better data security and it benefits more as like a disaster recovery type of thing. There's also on premise, there's a lack of flexibility, no automatic updates. And with cloud computing, teams can collaborate together, high flexibility, automatic updates, and data can be accessed and shared anywhere over the internet. So when you're doing anything with storage, you're really transferring data from your computer to another larger computer system, which is the cloud. Also, just another word for internet storage. And then when you need to retrieve something from the cloud, you would just download that. So that really is just receiving data from the cloud to your computer. And all of these devices shown do have some sort of cloud storage. And the type of information that is stored here can vary from photos to videos, MP3s, documents, almost anything that you can store on your computer itself or phone can be saved in cloud storage. There are two popular types of cloud computing. One is private and one is public. And these are some of the most basic cloud storage services. OneDrive is through Microsoft. Google Drive is through Google and Android. iCloud, of course, is Apple. And you can even use something like Dropbox, which works with everything. It is important to remember that this is just a general list. There are lots and lots of different programs out there that work with cloud storage. So you really need to just kind of Google it, look it up on your own to see what works best for your specific needs. And that'll be all for today. But if you have any questions regarding this, please feel free to reach out to me at the library on Tuesdays and Thursdays. We can set up a one-on-one and kind of go over any questions that you might have. Okay, everybody, thank you very much and enjoy the rest of your week.